Welcome, everybody. I am Jeff Finn, CEO of RealNext, here today with Tim Cray, our lead developer, and we've got our monthly That's Cray Cray update to the RealNext product development activity to bring you up to speed on all the latest and greatest that we've got. There's a ton of new stuff, as always, quick links, duplicate checker, analyze button from Marketplace, rent rolls, comps manager. Tim, you've been busy, lots to talk about and more that I haven't mentioned yet, but we'll let people continue to sign in. Got a number of new people coming into the call, so we've a lot of ground to cover, and I'll turn it over to you, Tim, to get us started.
Here we go. First thing that we did is create a redirect to a preferred page. So under My Settings, you can go to the User Defaults tab, and you can tell the program where you want to land when you log in. You should all do that. Figure out what program you like the most, tell it to go there, and the next time you log in, just like this, it'll go straight to that program. Saves you a lot of time. We added a duplicate checker, and it's marvelous. It's much better than the one I wrote in the desktop. So let me export out some contacts to Excel, and I'm going to import them back in so I have some duplicates. So give me a second while I run the export here and run the import. If you haven't seen the import in the CRM, it's so easy to use. It auto maps the fields for you, so you don't have to do it. It auto selects the keys for you. Now, I don't want a key on name because I want to get duplicates. That isn't something you'd want to do. I'm going to turn off the name and let it bring in all the records. Right now, you can see I have 10,229. When I'm done with the duplicate checker, I should have 10,229. Okay, it added the records. So I'm running the duplicate checker, and I'm telling to check by first name. And it runs through all 11,000 records and finds everybody that has the same name. But that's not enough information. I want to see, besides their name, I want to see other fields. So I'm going to pick a couple of other fields in here. And one in particular that I use is verified date. I verify my records. So the ones that just got imported will not be verified. And you can see on the right, there's a column that I told it to show me, date verified. I'm going to sort by that column. And the reason is I want the records that I had in my database to be the home record. On the left-hand side, you see that you can select the home record and the record that's going to merge, which I did by saying mark all, but you could do it individually. I'm going to click merge records, and all my duplicates got merged into one record. Now I'm back to 10,229. So that's how simple it is to fix all your duplicates in the CRM. We added a button to create a record from the detail view. So when you're in the detail view, there was no way to add a new record. You had to get out, and there's now a button to add it. There's also tools to show a navigation panel if you want in the detail view. I find it really helpful to be able to jump to a person in the navigation panel. We added buttons to the tables up above, such as if you want to add an event or you want to go to a property, you can just click the button and say search, type in the property name, and it'll go straight to the property without taking you through all of the extra details you used to have to do. We added more to the analyze. From a CRM, if you want to analyze a property, you can click the analyze button, but now we send all of the property information, all of the spaces, also the whole rent roll, and all of the photos. So all of this came just now, just by hitting that button. I got all these photos, all those spaces, and all the property information. We also have people that have more than the standard phone numbers, work, fax, mobile, home, and more than an email. So we've added the ability to add as many emails and phone numbers as you want, and we show them on the page. You can see the scroll bars there. So if they have more than 4 phone numbers or 1 email, you can scroll, email them, and call them just by clicking that. We also had a couple people that have really large group names, and they go off the screen, so we've added tooltips. When you highlight a group or a filter, it'll show you the name, the full name. Let's take a look at Marketplace. In Marketplace, we have some people that have large amount of groups, so we added a search. When you get in to do a campaign, an email campaign, and you have thousands of groups, you can type in a name, and it shows you just those instead of making you scroll through hundreds of groups. Seems like a simple thing, but it's very helpful if you have a lot of groups. In listing management, we were asked by the advisory board to show outdated listings and make it easy. So we added a button, and when you click that, it shows you the outdated listings in a sort of a red. You can switch to the list view as well, and it shows you the outdated listings and how outdated they are. Because at a certain point, your listings get dropped from the web, so people can't see them. It's just a really quick way for you to update by hitting confirm, and it automatically refreshes the listing, puts it back to the current date. We also added the ability to send your listings to Market Edge, to the analysis. So I'm in listing platform right now looking at my listings, and I just sent this listing to Market Edge so I could do an analysis on it. You can see that it brought in the whole property, it brought in the space information, and it also brought in all the photos for me that were in when I did the listing. So I'm not having to do any work myself, just hit a button, and it all goes from your listing platform to Market Edge where you can analyze it. In Market Edge, we worked really hard on the comp manager. A lot of people told us it was hard to use. We added some columns. You can see I'm highlighting them here. We added a keyword search, so you can find comps by typing in, say, a city or a zip code or a status, or you could type in an address, and it'll limit the comps to whatever you type in there. We added the ability to change how many records show on the page. Some people wanted to see 30, 40, 50 records on a page, so you can do that now. We also added auto address. So when you're adding a comp, as soon as you start typing the address in, we pull in the full address and the latitude and longitude so you don't have to do it. And we worked on the sorting, so you can click a column and sort or reverse sort by any field, no matter what filter you have set. We also worked on some of the report pages. Sale comp reports we had a lot of complaints about, so I totally redesigned the report. Took out some fields that people said were a waste, put in fields that they said we need, and we made it much easier for you to add comps. When you edit a comp on the report page, you can do filters now, you can do keyword searches. You just click a comp and it shows up down below, so much easier to add them. And also, people wanted to be able to edit the comps from this window. We added the comp editor right on this window, so you can bring it up. You can make changes to comps in your system, add photos, change dates. We also added the ability to rearrange the comps. So if you have a specific order you want the comps to appear in, you can just drag them and reorder them. And we added all those other tabs to one page, so you don't have to be clicking tabs all over the place. Just trying to make it easier. On the property summary page, this has been a huge addition. People really loved it. They just wanted to be able to change the font size and change the picture size, so we added that. We also added a new viewer. This is so bitchin'. And the table of contents are links now. So when you create a package, a PDF, and people open it, the links are there. And you can also publish this. I'm going to e-publish it now on the web. That gives you back a link that you can put in any email campaign or give to any of your clients. And when they click the link, they'll get this page. You can see how beautiful it is. It's the whole package, along with a bunch of tools at the bottom that they can use, such as search. You can search the PDF for certain text, or I'm going to search for IRR and see what comes up. And it'll show you every page that has IRR in it. You can pull up thumbnails, and the thumbnails will lead you to a page. Thumbnails show up on the left-hand side, and they can just click a thumbnail, and it will take them right to the page. We added bookmarks. So if people are looking at this package and they want to bookmark a page, they can click the bookmark, say which page they want to mark, and that stays there. Even if they quit and come back, it'll still be there so they can get back to a page they wanted. We also had a request from people to add social media to the package. So now you can click social media button, and you can add, you can send this out to whatever you use. We have a whole bunch of different things you can use. And this also allows your clients to create a PDF so they can have it themselves and look at it. Another change that people asked for was in the lease analysis. For those of you that do comparative lease analysis, the tenant and the owner summary reports were important to people. and they wanted them reformatted. So I worked pretty hard on these. Got all the information on one page along with the picture. That's the tenant analysis, and this one's the investor analysis. Just a better way to present the information.
Thanks everybody for joining us today. We will send you a notice for the end of October when we do it again, and I'm sure we'll have a lot more to talk about and share.